creators.
This pizza's so incredible. Tasty.
I think it's missing something. I need to add some, Vinci.
Why would you want to eat Natty's little blue bird?
Oh!
What's the matter with Vinci? Why is he trembling, Natty?
Oh, he's really, really cold. He spent all of last night in his bird cage. Even now, he's still shivering. Can you all help me?
Of course we will. We do whatever we can for Vinci. Why don't we find Flex and the others so we can come up with a fun solution to this new problem?
Leave Vinci with me. I promised to warm him up with the heat from the pizzeria's oven.
Yes, thank you.
See you later, sir.
See you later, sir.
See you later,
See you
sir.
later,
Oh,
kids.
yes, Natty.
Michael!
Excellent, Rock. You do realize what needs to be done,
Yes,
right?
of
It's so
course.
simple like eating bread.
Yes.
We need to figure out how to warm up that disgusting little bird's cage. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
but why would we want to help them ourselves?
Why are you yelling at me, Rock? Are you crazy? What's wrong with you?
Pardon me,
And don't ever interrupt me when I'm in the middle of an idea,
Pardon
please. Creators.
In Creopolis you can create, have adventures with your friends. Rock and Testa, they can't wait to take the things you create. Flex and all of the creators, they're sure to always win. Because they believe and are all excited too. In Creopolis, there's a magic world just for you. When you're watching creators, you are going to have a great time. When you are with creators, you just have to simply believe, believe, believe. Just to create, create, create. Lots of fun adventures they await. Simply believe, believe, believe. Just to create, create, create. Lots of fun adventures they await. We're creators. We're creators. We're creators. We're creators.
Today's episode, #cloud heating. What is it, Rock? Why are you yelling as if you were possessed?
Doctor, help me. Help me, doctor.
Get off me! Get off your hands off me! Come on, get off me here! Put your glasses back on. Come on. What's wrong with you? It's not enough for you to be a boulder in my path. You also want to flatten me as well, Rock?
No.
Come on now, turn on the big screens because I want to play Status Quopolis right now. It's my favorite game, Rock. And no dancing. Yes, you love me and you complete me. Who am I talking about, huh? Status Quopolis! We're gonna play, Rock! Let's take a look at how we can eliminate one by one all the innovations that those creators plan on bringing into our world.
Yes,
Here it is.
yes.
Stays always the same. Same as yesterday. Same as the day before. Same as always. What did we hear? What did we hear? What do we have here? Oh, look there. Oh, kid news. Oh, no news. Good night. All right. Don't laugh so much. I'm the one who laughs most around here, Rock.
Yes, pardon.
Center of the creators. It's a center for the losers. Let's keep going. Keep going.
Yes.
Keep going. Let's.
Hey,
What did
there.
you find? What is that, huh?
Let's look there, yes.
What is that?
Something about television? Who knows?
Create TV.
Create TV.
No one's watching.
No one's watching.
How I love destroying these one by one. All their creations, huh? This whole world is... Oh, what is this, Rock? This disastrous interference again. Get out of the way, Rock. You're probably what's causing it. You're stinking
no, it's not
virtual
me.
reality. I hate it, Rock.
No.
I do. I hate it so much.
Yes, I hate it too.
And we rushed back over here to create a new way to keep Vinci warm in his bird cage.
In a non-polluting manner, am I right?
But of course, Natty.
Well, we know that hugs do not cause any pollution and will give off heat. No, Maddie? Why don't you demonstrate for Natty how a hug would work?
But there's no way I could spend the entire night hugging Vinci. He's just too small. I could really hurt him.
Let's see, children. Tell me then. How do changes in temperature affect the way that you live your lives?
I suffer from it so much. I start sneezing when there's the slightest hint of cold weather. Even in the summertime, I sleep covered up.
Me, on the other hand, I'm always hot. The only time I suffered from a change of temperature was during a vacation where there was snow. But luckily, there was an enormous chimney inside of our cabin. If not, it would have been really terrible.
The truth is, children, that there are several ways to heat up our environments without harming nature.
I'm going to explain it for the umpteenth
Yes.
time. We have to find a way to stop them from creating so that Creopolis will just fade away.
Yeah!
Reflex will return here with us, and then I will discover the secret of how to cross through the cloud sphere, and I'm going to get it me!
Ingenious, sublime, supreme, superlative, very good. Wow!
Are you finished with the epithets, Rock?
Yes,
Then get
Marty.
to work and find me a
Yes.
solution for heating up an environment, and you need to do it right now, Rock! Get to work!
What do you think of Peter the Great, Tsar of all the Russias?
But tell me, Rock, how many Russias do you think that there are?
I don't know. There's Russian dressing, Russian roulette, Russian cream.
How about if we keep quiet and move on? We are sticking with Peter the Great. We are going with Peter. I like Peter. Peter's powerful. I
In
love
his
it. I
summer
love it.
place in St. Petersburg in the year 1710, Peter the Great had its very first hot water heating system installed.
Rock, just stop looking at those delirious plans. Don't you realize that those little children might not appreciate masterworks like that of such magnitude? Find me
Yeah.
things I don't know. Come at maybe with some more modern plans and simpler, something at their level, Rock. Come on.
Yes. Dr. Modern but simple. Right here on September 20th, 1859, the North American George B. Simpson patented the first electric stove, a coil of wire connected to a platinum battery useful for heating entire rooms up.
That sounds much better. It's making beautiful music in my ears. Platinum, the United States, nice and warm, a stove. Why, who wouldn't want to have their bed warmed up? We are going with Simpson stove, man.
Why don't we try to learn from other creators who have faced this problem in the past? Let's see, Michael, enlighten us. Why don't you show us how it looks from your cloud sphere?
At the beginning of the 17th century in England, a very wealthy writer named Hugh Platt suggested the possibility of heating all the rooms inside of a building in a centralized way using hot steam. Soon after, another English dreamer, John Evelyn, devised an alternative system based on the circulation of hot air. But it would take an entire century and much more intelligence in order for Platt and Evelyn's idea to be applied into practical use. William Strutt was a great engineer, also born in England. His father, Jedediah Strutt, a powerful textile businessman, was one of the great innovators of the Industrial Revolution. In 1793, William designed and built heating systems for public buildings based on environments with hot air ventilation, just as John Evelyn had once dreamed. The influence of their designs, which were the most commonly used during the 19th century, are still recognized, even today. At the same time, the famous Scottish inventor, James Watt, took it upon himself to put into practice Hugh Platt's idea, building a system of heating steam with a central boiler that would also be widely accepted throughout the world. Since the times of Strutt and Watt, many innovators have participated in the creation of making heating systems that are not only more efficient, but also causing less pollution.
That's great! And now, creators...
Rock, are we all
Right
ready
here.
for the experiment?
Positive terminal, negative terminal. Where
Come
on
on,
each
Rock,
side,
come
never
on
ever
now.
should you put this
Be
together.
careful, be careful! Rock, Rock, let it go! Let it go, Rock! Let it go! Let it go! Look at me! I'm trembling, Rock! Oh, it even scorched my hairs off, Rock. Well, that's done. We're done. We're done. We're done. We're done. If what we have doesn't work, it's better to try someone else's. Let's go. Rock, turn on the generator so we can take a look at Creopolis. Oh, Rock. Now here is where I'm going to find exactly what I will need, and I am sure of it. Why would we create when we can just take?
But how do the people in the virtual world create such beautiful and wonderful
There,
things?
not that
I hate
good.
them. I hate them so much. I hate them almost as much as I hate dolphins.
Rock! Rock, what is that a parrot? A rooster on the farm, Rock? You shouldn't get carried away by your emotions, my good man. How many times do I have to say it? Huh? You have to keep more calm. If we ever want to stop those creators, because of people like them, the world changes all the time. We must stop them, Rock. Will you help me, please, Rock? Will you please help me? Ah, ha, 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 ha. I have it. Ah. Ha, 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 ha. You have to use ours, Rock. I mean, it's mine. It's all mine. Here it is.
It's marvelous, Doctor.
What thing, huh?
Dr.
Let's
Whoa.
go.
It's magnificent, Doctor. It's
No,
magnificent.
Rock, that's not magnificent. What's magnificent is a tornado, a hurricane, one of those superstorms out there, huh? This here, do not touch, because I'm going to touch it first. I always lose this hand whenever I play with that thing. It explodes into thousands of pieces. I don't get along with the virtual world, Rock.
You can't even get along with yourself.
Pardon?
I said I'm thinking of buying a shelf, Doctor.
What for?
Were you able to learn something?
Of course, Rock. It seems to be a small heating device, and that takes advantage of a chemical reaction.
Yeah?
Something that obviously could not cross through your thick and old head, my man. Huh?
He never shows affection for my good intentions.
Well, that's because you have great aim when it comes to failing, my dear Rock.
Don't say
huh?
those things to me,
Doesn't
Doctor.
matter, because you already know what my philosophy is.
Why would we create when we can just
Ah,
take?
Exactly, Mecca. Oh, my sweet honeybee. I'm
Me?
giving you an important job today. I want you to try to find out what those creators are trying to make next. And will you please make sure that they're not able to, huh? If I cannot resolve a problem, Mecca, then nobody else will resolve the problem, huh?
And while you're in there, try and figure out the mechanics of Creopolis so that we can play too, and you can duel them with your blessed stinger.
Oh, knock it off, D'Artagnan, and go turn on the generator so that my sweet bee can get through the cloud sphere. Stop playing like those children. You're too old for that. You're too big. Come on now. No, Rock, not the third one. That's the one that blew up and burned me, and that's why I have to wear this helmet. Or do you think I wear this because I'm ugly?
Vinci needs to live in a mild climate without great temperature differences between the daytime and the nighttime.
But we also have to make sure that it can be done without contaminating the environment.
Without contaminating the cage's environment.
Oh!
They are onto something, Mecca. Come on now. Alter those calculations that they have.
What's not clear to me, though, is why we would have to build something different than whatever it was that Watto, the Strutto, or the Watto, or the Strat, or whatever they are called made.
Because,
You said it 50 times already, Natty. We need to warm up the space without causing pollution.
What are you thinking, Michael?
Who, me? Nothing. They're the real geniuses around here.
What are you saying? The only thing you need to create is to activate your special power, which is the power of believing in yourself.
Well, then, maybe instead of trying to burn fossil fuels to heat the air, we could take advantage of the heat generated by Vinci's own body chemistry.
That's an excellent idea. And I can design an app that will regulate the temperature. And that way Vinci won't suffocate.
If we believe that we can,
We can create!
oh, how wonderful is Mike, right? Now Vinci will no longer be cold.
Yes, he's totally wonderful and very discreet. It reminds me of our supervisor, Rock.
You think Mike is similar to Supervisor Rock? They're not the same. I heard that he's dedicated to archaeology, especially studying the age of rocks.
Rock is studying the age of old rocks? It must be an autobiography.
Doctor, did you hear them,
Relax.
Doctor?
Where are you? Rock, will you please? Why are you so paranoid? Do you not realize they are unable to see us out here? Those creators cannot see us at all. Come on now.
No, Doctor, I heard them perfectly. They're talking about us. I think that they know how I got over here because I was over there before now, and now I'm over here. You know what, Doctor?
What are you doing?
I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm going. I'm going to take the ship, and I'm going to take a boat, Doctor. Goodbye.
And will you go on that little thing, Rock? What
I
are
wanna
you? What
go.
are you
I wanna
saying?
go.
Huh? You'll stay right here. You're not going anywhere. Now, stop thinking about yourself all the time. Think about my poor little Mecca, who's on the inside working for us right
no.
now. We still have not put a stop to the creative process,
No,
Rock.
I do think about Mecca. There's a spot on the boat for her, too. But, Doctor, I heard them what they said. Clear as day. They said, Supervisor Rock.
No.
Supervisor
not at all.
Rock.
No,
That's what they said. I heard them.
That's not it, my assistant. They were just, they were talking about heating things up, so it was about what they were just doing. So they were saying to insulate like orcas. That's it. Huh? Insulate like orcas. Do you understand?
I understand that they... I thought I heard them say Supervisor Rock.
No, what you heard was wrong. Now do you understand?
Yes,
Better this
yes.
way. What a poor soul.
And now it's almost ready. All of the hot air will return to surround Vinci's body insofar as it separates from it.
Like a really long hug?
And not, Joe. Put a bunch of helium-powered batteries in the engine that deals with recirculation. So the environmental impact for Vinci's warm new home is 0. And besides, the app indicates that it's set to the right temperature.
You're such a genius, Maddie.
But it was me.
Hello, Dad.
Hello, sir.
We
Hello.
made it. And we brought a new creation that guarantees that Vinci will never be cold again.
Oh, that's great news, children.
Let's see, Vinci. Ready!
And today we'll take an animal selfie.
Hey, creators! Today I want to highlight the sensitivity that you have shown towards the needs of sweet Vinci and also for all of nature in general. Once again, you kids did it!
This is something that we should celebrate!
Let's go and play with the create signal.
Great idea! And incidentally, we should practice because some of us don't know how to pick up on certain signals.
What? We will see, Michael!
Today's class was a really nice one. The children were all connected, cooperative, and creative. And all of it was to help out a great pet that they all love. So that means that they all passed today. Why don't you go out into the physical world, Ceci? It would be good to know what new plot Dr. Testa has now that their plans have been foiled again. Maybe you can even help him to learn something.
You saw that, right? You saw what they just did? No. They're always able to get past their differences, always. Creators. I hate them. No, but they have superpowers.
No, Rock, no.
Yes, they
Rock,
do, they
no,
do.
Rock, no.
What do you mean?
Superpowers are like controlling the weather, my assistant, or the ability to shrink, huh? Voluntarily. The only thing that Rick Flex encourages in them is what? Is that they can believe in themselves and innovate.
Doctor, really anyone can create a heating system that won't pollute by using a chemical reaction, be it organic or inorganic. It only takes vinegar, a small bowl, a jar, and some steel wool. Doctor, by any chance, do you have any steel wool?
What is with you, Rock? What do I look like? Some kind of mobile supermarket? I don't have any steel wool on me. You'll have to manage without it. Come on now, Rock.
You have no steel wool. Aha! Look at this, Doctor. The vinegar will remove the protection of steel from the wool. This is going to oxidize and it will generate heat inside of the jar. As it is a chemical reaction. Look. It's beginning, Doctor.
Listen, if I was steel wool, you would be my vinegar, Rock, because you make my temperature rise, but in a way that I have... You, assistant! That is enough, Rock. At least we have filed away solution number 1657, created especially by me to solve the problem of how to produce heat within an environment, huh?
Create. Did I hear create? Didn't you mean to say to take?
You don't have to be so forceful about it, Rock. It's all the same thing. Create, to take, if it's for the common good. And common good is me, it's the same.
If it's all the same, then why have you never been able to go or cross into the virtual world?
Oh, I don't know, Rock. What I do know is that if we ever do manage to keep those creators from innovating, Creopolis will be destroyed, and Rick Flex would have to come back, and then he will reveal the secret of how he was able to pass through the cloud sphere. And then who will pass through to the virtual world? Me, Rock!
Me, Doctor. Don't forget about me. Doctor?
Becca, what nobody else knows is that when I do get access to the virtual world, I'm going to gather up all of the riches that the children have accumulated through their games and through their creations. Because what's better than taking candy from a child? Taking all of their achievements.
What will Dr. Testa propose next? Why don't they understand that there is nothing more exciting than to create? Moreover, to create is something so entertaining that it really is the only thing worthy of being celebrated.
Every time that you smile at me, my heart starts pounding. I'm one happy girl.
It's so hard to explain it. I just need to hear your voice.
Just the thought of being with you makes my feelings for you soar. Both our feelings soar, and we want so much more. We're flying high, we laugh and we sigh. When you're with me, there's nothing I can't do. We can believe and finally see. When we're together, all my dreams come true. We're flying high, we laugh and we sigh. When you're with me, there's nothing I can't do. We can believe and finally see. When we're together, all our dreams come true. We're flying high, we can believe. When I'm with you, we're flying high, we can believe.
You can connect to Creopolis and become part of the team with creators.